And now, how are you, friends? I want to tell you that we are here in the community of El Chique, in the municipality of Tabasco. In this case, we came to fulfill a request from a friend who called us from over there in the United States, with the purpose of inviting us to visit his house to see how his brother is doing, who just had surgery. I don't know exactly what for, but his sister, who is here and will receive us, is going to tell us about it. Good afternoon.
How are you? Well, a little bit of everything, right?
That's good. What's your name?
My name is María del Carmen Guadalupe Muñoz Rubira.
Maria del Carmen, what is your relationship to the patient?
We are siblings.
Is she your sister?
Yes, she is my sister.
Tell me, can you tell me what is going on with him?
Well, with him, everything started with the flu. From there, the flu got worse. It turned into pneumonia. Things got worse with the pneumonia, and he developed a lung abscess. He developed an abscess, so we went to Calvillo, and he was hospitalized in Calvillo. That's where they told us that he had a lung abscess. From there, he was hospitalized, and he was on medication. He was discharged. After he was discharged, things got complicated. The abscess he had full of pus burst. It burst in his lung. About a third of his lung was affected. With fluid and pus, from there, he was hospitalized here at the Tabasco Community Hospital. They ran some tests on him. He had a CT scan. A doctor who comes from the General Hospital of Zacatecas told us that he needed to be moved. That what he had was serious, that the abscess had already burst. She told us to get him moved. If we had the possibility to move him to a private hospital, right? He was transferred to a clinic in Aguascalientes. He was hospitalized there. We arrived, they evaluated him. They told us he needed urgent surgery. On his lung, they performed a thoracotomy. So they opened him up. When they operated on him, the surgery, thank God, went very well, but when they opened him up, what they found in his lung was more than just simple pus. The surgeon, he needed a specialist, a cardiothoracic surgeon. The doctor told me that what he had was very complicated. She told me that they might possibly have to remove his lung. They evaluated him. The decision was made not to remove it because he wouldn't be able to survive with only one lung. My brother, he's a person with special needs. He has cerebral palsy with epilepsy. The problem he has right now with his lung, it was in his right lung. So his paralysis is on the left side of his body, and his left lung, which is on the side affected by his cerebral palsy, is not developed enough and wouldn't do enough work for him to live with only the left lung. So the decision was made not to remove his lung. Only a part of his lung was removed, just the most damaged part. So from there, he went to intensive care. He was in intensive care. He was intubated. We were hospitalized for about 2 weeks in a hospital in Aguascalientes. From there, the doctors did everything they could to try to get him out of intensive care. Well, mainly because of the costs. It was very expensive, so he couldn't handle it. He became very unstable. From there, more complications arose. He came out in very bad shape in every medical respect. He came out malnourished. He came out with anemia. He had an iron deficiency. So they did a second surgery on him. They performed a gastrostomy on him. Like at about the 5th day after we arrived at that hospital, they performed the second operation on him. They put a tube in his stomach to feed him and to give him the medications he needed. From then until the 3rd day after that second surgery, they performed a third surgery on him. They did a tracheostomy. They put a cannula in his trachea. After that, well, that surgery was done so they could take him out of intensive care so that he could, well, breathe more easily, and so they could suction him. Because of his lung problem, he has a lot of secretions, he has a lot of phlegm. So that surgery mainly helps him with his breathing and suctioning him, cleaning him, cleaning out what comes out as secretions from his lung. And then from there, they discharged him. After the third surgery, he stayed for about 2 to 4 more days. They just wanted him to be stable. They also trained us so we could bring him home and continue with the care he needs. There are a lot of things to take care of, mainly because his surgeries are basically open wounds. We went to an appointment and they told us that thank God he's progressing very well, right? But yes, it is very expensive. This one goes towards the hospital expenses since it was very expensive.
Let me tell you the best part. Well, to a certain extent, we can say the best thing is that he's at home. I imagine that you are taking care of him because of the training you received to care for him. Because it would be much more difficult to have a nurse standing by, or if he were still hospitalized over there. And right now, we know perfectly well that everything is extremely expensive. Simply, just a simple cold, whatever it is, the money is gone. Now, if we end up going to a hospital with 3 procedures, as you said,
That he had.
well, everything kept increasing. Now, let's talk about medicines and all that. Well, let me tell you this. The best thing is that in the middle of all the bad, there's something good, which is that he's still here.
Yes, of course.
He's still here, and we know perfectly well that he won't stop fighting. And his brother, I tell you, contacted me, invited me to come, and well, yes, we do it very willingly. Because today it's him and tomorrow only God knows it could be us, right? We would also like that because we don't know what we might face. And if there's someone to support us in a moment like this, well, that would be great, right? He is conscious. He is, yes.
He is conscious.
He is conscious. He is conscious.
Está consciente. He's going to his specialty. He doesn't walk, he doesn't move. You have to move him and everything. Yes, he's practically like a baby, right? Even before this problem. He is a boy who can't walk, can't talk. You have to feed him by mouth. You have to, diapers. He uses diapers. Diapers, everything, yes. Yes, right now my brother, he is 30 years old, and basically since he was born, he has this illness.
He has this illness. Well, these are things God sends our way, so to speak, right? We all have a destiny in this world. Unfortunately, that's what he got. And I go back to the same thing, as long as what could be better than you your sister, your mother, everyone being there and taking care of him, right? He's not abandoned, so in that sense, it's good. We came here, as I already told you, to fulfill your brother's wish. And why not?
Well,
we know perfectly well that there are people who, in these cases, support her. You know what I mean?
yes.
Support. And we do this on videos so that people who want to support us, you are going to give a phone number, you are going to provide a bank account number, I don't know, somewhere they can deposit, and we do it on video. We do it so that people who want to support can see that it's real.
That it's true, of course.
That it's true? So, what can I say? Ask God to fulfill His purpose, not necessarily to heal him completely, because as you said, he's 30 years old and has lived like this. Now, unfortunately, all of this happened to him.
Another complication came up for him.
That he manages to heal, that he manages to be stable, you know? It doesn't matter if he has that disability. Yes.
Yes.
But that he's healthy. In
This
case, if we could get support from the people, you could give us your name again, a phone number.
Of course.
So that the people who are going to see us through this medium can reach out to you to offer support. We know very well that there are people with good hearts, so let's see what we can achieve. What do you think?
Of course, my name is María del Carmen Guadalupe Muñoz Rubira. My phone number is 46310305554. Well, we have an account with Bancomer. It's 15490980, 1549098000, and it's under my name.
Your name is there too.
My name is there, yes.
That bank account. Well, look, we know perfectly well that he can't give us permission to show him, but if you allow it, we'll go in, we'll see it, and we'll finish talking there.
Very well.
Of course, so that people can see that we're speaking the truth.
Yes, of course.
Go ahead. Let's go in.
Go ahead.
Sure, here you go. Thank you. Yeah. All right, let's go through here. As you can see, he is in his bed. Well, he can see us. Maybe he can't hear, but he doesn't realize what's going on.
Yes.
This is sad wherever you look. It's very sad. So we join you. We stand in solidarity with you.
Thank you very much.
And we do, as we said, we ask God to help him recover from his surgeries.
Yes, of course.
That he may live, that whatever time God has destined for him to live, that he may live it in his own way.
Comfortably.
And you too. Because before this happened, I think it was time to give him breakfast, bathe him, and change him.
Yes.
Anyway, and now you can see the difficulties we're dealing with. I'm going to leave you this small amount so it can help in some way. Let's see, my colleague as well.
Thank you very much.
This. I want to tell you, friends, you who visit us on this channel, that by watching us through this platform, you support us. And we share it with those who need it.
Thank you very much.
We share it. I paid for them. So we know perfectly well that's true. There may be relatives, there may be family friends, we know that families, starting from the grandparents, the father and all that, have descendants and they have been good people, as we know. Hopefully God helps them and they can, always remembering that no one can give more than what they have, but the willingness is great. I'll say it again. Today it's for him and tomorrow only God knows. It could be us. And I want to say to his brother, what's his name?
My brother's name is Juan Carlos Muñoz.
Juan Carlos Munoz, you called me earlier. Here we are. We're doing this to stand with you, with this family. In this, we're going to ask God and Juan Carlos if you want to greet him from here, because he's going to see this.
Yes, right? Yes, well, first of all, I want to thank you and also ask people with good hearts. This is going to be a very long process.
Yes.
He needs a lot of medication. A lot of things. This is based on his wounds, his surgeries. Well, there are a lot of expenses. Everything has to be sterilized and it all requires a lot of care. Because, as I said before, we're basically talking about open wounds. I ask people to give whatever they can, and those who are able to help, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Me, my mom, my family, we all thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Here, of course, you, for your part, are putting your whole heart, your soul, and everything into it. We, those of us who are outside of this, also have to make the sacrifice. Make the sacrifice as well. Every little bit helps. Whatever you can give will be appreciated. And ma'am,
Thank you.
and I tell you, I'm grateful. I put myself in your place. We must not lose faith in God.
Of course, no.
God willing. Yes.
And I have never lost it.
He is the one who has the final say.
That's right.
Miss,
Thank you very much.
I don't have to recommend anything to you because you were trained. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And you are going to give it your all.
Yes.
Hopefully something will be achieved.
Well, he told me to look at their ability because many times those who take care of their relatives become even more focused than, yes, it's easy.
We know perfectly well that we've already seen it. When there is a sick person in a house, the whole family is affected when he is well cared for, when he is loved, when they are attentive to him, when they are aware of what he needs. This is something that spreads.
Of course.
Yes.
So I ask God to give you strength.
Thank you very much.
May He give you encouragement. Please don't get upset. He is a human being just like us.
Yes, of course.
I hope God restores his health. And friends, don't forget, whoever can, whoever wants to, this is in El Chique. She already gave her account number and let's go. We have to move forward. We know perfectly well that we Mexicans are known for that, for supporting those who need it most.